I've been like missing in action. I know. I'm sorry. School, life, just everything in general. But I wanted to come out here and show you guys what I'm going to be designing today. So I'm going to be designing this right here. It's of Kobe. I said Kobe Bryant. Sorry, it's of LeBron James. I did a Kobe Bryant one already, but this one here is of LeBron James. And when I tell you this thing went nuts on my page, 98 point, I think that was 2K views, 4,000 likes. It just really went crazy. Watch time is 354 hours. So I said, why not show the girlies and the guys how you can make something like this yourself. Now, it doesn't have to be with LeBron James, but the concept is going to be the same, that you can use it. So I did this one for LeBron James. I did something similar for Colin Kaepernick. I did a design like this for my sister's school band. I did one of Kobe Bryant. That's why I was saying Kobe Bryant. I did one for FIU football. I did one for Shakira Richardson. I did one for the Gators team. So these are going really crazy, simply because people can't believe that you can do this inside of Canva. So I'm going to show you guys how you can make this inside of Canva, using everything inside of Canva except for the photos of LeBron James. That's it, because there's not like, good photos of basketball players or anything. Canva doesn't even have basketball players. I even did something similar for like the Miami Dolphins. So let's just get into it. All right, so grab all of your photos that you need. First, it doesn't matter who you grab, basketball player, football player, you can use it with your own photos. Like I said, the concept is going to be the same for every single set. So I'm going to use Instagram Post 4x5. That is the portrait mode, which is a little bit elongated. It gives you more room to be able to design. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and get me my photos of LeBron James. I got to scroll a little bit for it. All right. So I'm going to get my photos of LeBron James. Scrolling. All right. So I'm just going to grab one photo. Why? Because I want the background colors to be the same exact colors as the jersey. And in order for me to do so, I need to have a picture of him to pull the colors from it. Now, some people express that they don't have a color picker. And to be honest, I don't know how to fix that. You would have to contact Canva support and see what the issue is. And maybe they can help you further better understand where your color picker went. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the background. And I'm going to go to background color. And on background color, I'm going to go to add a new color. I'm going to go over to where it says, keep on solid color. I'm going to get my color dropper and I'm going to drag it on any portion of the design that I want. So for this part, purple, it really doesn't matter what side is which, because we're going to have a square with another color. So then once I got the color purple, sometimes it's not exact and I want to play around, right? I'm still not feeling this color purple. So another way that you can see the exact same colors that came from the picture is if you click on background color, you scroll down to where it says photo colors and it shows you the exact colors. Now, once again, I still don't have the purple. So I'm just going to have to go ahead and make my own purple. It's probably not going to be the exact same purple as their jersey, but I'm going to get my purple. And if I can't find it from that picture, get a picture that has a dominant color of the jersey. So I got this one where the purple is more prone, right? I'm going to go to elements and going to get me a square. Like I said, it didn't matter where you put the color, which color you put where, because we're going to go ahead and get a square to change the colors. Now I'm just going to go ahead and change this to a yellow, but I'm going to go back and get me another image. You just have to like kind of play around with the images, because some images it picks up the same as that color, and then some images you're not able to pick up the same as that color. All right. So boom, this was legitly the first step, having those two colors half and half. All right, so once I got this, I do want to lock this because I don't want anything to move while I'm designing. So now that I have that, boom, we're getting somewhere, right? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to where it says elements, and then I'm just going to type in texture. I love me a texture background. I don't care what kind of design I'm making. I'm going to have a texture background. So I'm just going to add the texture over everything. Go to transparency and turn the transparency down. And after every single thing that I do that I like, I'm going to lock it. And the reason why I'm locking it is because there's going to be a whole bunch of things that we're going to add here that we don't want to mistakenly move stuff around. And then we have to figure out the design all over or start all over again, which nobody wants to do that, right? So now that I have that, I'm going to go to my text and I'm just going to type in his name, LeBron. And then I'm going to go click on the text. I'm going to go to my font and I'm just going to click, I'm going to type in Anton. I'm going to uppercase it. And then I am going to go to the color white, right? So I don't want to leave it like this. I don't like his name like this for what I'm about to do. So I'm going to go to my spacing. I'm going to space it in and I'm just going to make the text hollow. So I'm going to go to effects and I'm just going to click on hollow. And this is just going to give an outline of the text. So I got here and then I'm going to go to transparency and I'm going to turn the transparency down. Then once again, we're going to lock it. We're locking everything, right? Actually, let me unlock this first because I just want to duplicate this. So duplicate this and then lock it. And then I'm going to go see what number his jersey was. I'm just going to use the number 23 since it's longer. So 23. And I'm going to put the 23 right here. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to lock it. All right, boom. So we're getting somewhere, right? We got LeBron the 23. This design is not going to be the exact same design because I honestly forgot how I designed it. But, you know, we just want to design something. So I did get this Lakers background. This Lakers, what is this thingy called? Stadium floor. Then I'm going to easy reflection. And then I'm just going to go ahead and make a, I want to say like a blur. Just kind of take the harsh line off of this. It's not the blur that you're used to due to the fact of how I'm doing it, because this image is, I don't even know how to explain it honestly, but I'm just changing, I just changed up the positions of those, and then so it gives like a fade effect. Let me say that it gives a fade effect. So I'm going to go to transparency and I'm going to turn the transparency down, because if you know me, then you know I'm forever turning transparencies down on something, because why not? Actually, I don't know. Now I'm starting to like this one even better. So I'm going to go to my photos. I'm going to go to my uploads again, because we're going to get the pictures of LeBron James, right? All right. So I'll go to get this one, background remover. And now here's where I'm just placing all of my photos where I want them to be. So I kind of want this to be like right here. And I kind of want to give it an effect. So I'm going to go edit. I'm going to go to filters. And I'm just going to play around with the filters. Giving each photo a different type of filter gives it this, it gives it like this poster look. Like, you ever seen those posters and everything is like a different color? That's my main goal. Then I'm going to go get this photo of him too, background remover. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go to position and I want to put this over that word, LeBron, over his name. And then I'm just going to cut it, make it smaller just so it can kind of like even out a little bit. And I'm going to do the same thing. Edit, go to my filters, and I'm just going to change the filter of it. Like I said, I don't want it. I want it like a vintage, I want like a vintage type of thing, honestly. So I got them two photos, right? So then I'm going to get this one with him and his back. So, all right, his arm is chopped off. I don't like the fact that his arm is chopped off, especially when I'm trying to remove the background. So I'm going to go to edit, over to Magic Studios. I'm just going to go to Magic Expand and expand the image a little bit longer. Not too much, because this is AI and it sometimes be looking wanky and janky, and we just don't want that. So it's going to take a while to load, and then we could get it crack-a-lacking. Alright. So, as you can see, it gave him some arm, right? Different ones. Now, it's still not the size that I want. So I'm just going to go back. I'm going to go back to edit. I'm going to slide over to Magic Expand and expand it to a 16.9. Actually, I'm going to do a 3.2 just because the 3.2 is a little bit smaller or maybe a 4.3. Yeah, 4.3. Because like I said, I don't want the image to expand so much, because when you expand images way bigger with stuff on it, the AI effect makes everything just look wonky and janky. Like, I did it one time and their arm was like literally backwards. Like, it was very much discombobulated. So I was like, no, you can't do that. So making sure that your ratios aren't too outrageous when you're doing this is going to work amazing. So this one right here was the best one for me. So I'm just gonna click done, and I'm gonna click on background remover. And then once I have that, once again, changing filters. Okay, we're changing filters. So like I said, so I'm gonna give him a latte look. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and add some more images of him. Which this one, he was yelling at somebody. I don't know who he was yelling at. Well, no, he wasn't yelling. I guess that's like one of his signature moves. I don't know. I don't watch basketball. I don't watch sports at all. But I just thought that this was a cool idea to do, especially because I'm always telling people, like, if you don't know what to design or how, like, if you just want to design just to design, start creating random stuff. So I decided to take my own advice and start just creating random stuff, and people absolutely love these type of designs that I have been making with, like, I call them like wallpapers, vintage type of stuff. People just been loving them. So I'm gonna get this one, background remover, and it's, once again, I won't say it's very simple because I've been designing for a minute, but once you get the hang of it and like the hang of Canva, you're basically repeating the steps. Every time I design something, I'm repeating the steps, like repeating the steps. And I just want to add like different, like random, I think I'm gonna do fade. Yeah, I'm just gonna add random, right? So I'm just adding random stuff. I'm gonna get this one with him dunking the ball. Dunk, 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 da dunk, da dunk, 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 da dunk, 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 da dunk, da dunk, 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 da dunk. I mean, I kind of don't, and I forgot to lock everything, you guys. But don't be like me. I kind of want to move him over. Okay, so let me reposition him. I'm finna put him right there. And then bring him over here. Because I really don't want the jersey to be out of bounds. You know what? Alright. Alright. Okay, I have to actually unlock this. Timmy is an average kid and no one understands. Mom and Dad and Vicky always. I'm going to position it to the back of him. Nope. Yeah, I'm going to just position it here. Or here. I don't know. And see, that's the thing too with like positioning and placement. Let me unlock him and kind of like move it over so I can get a better feel. Okay, boom. This is way more better. Yeah. I needed that. I needed to change up that placement. Okay. Edit. I'm going to add a filter on them, of course. Oh, start probably look good. All right. Now this is, I'm going to edit. I'm a background mover first again. And then I'm going to just cut it off, cut it off, cut it off. And then I'm going to just, hold on. I want to move. No, I'm going to leave this here. Cut it off, cut it off. You guys are probably like, why did you add the Lakers background? Me, I love layering, okay? I love to layer my designs. Layering is like my favorite thing to do when I'm designing. So we get in filters again, and then I think I have one more picture of LeBron. No, I'm about to use this one for something. So I'm just gonna actually duplicate a picture of him so that I'm gonna just use it. Right? Okay. Once again, you guys, we can't see the Lakers. I know. Right? So now let's lock everything that we need to. So we're gonna go to our position. We're gonna go to our layers panel, and we are going to lock everything. Lock. Right? So it's locked. I'm not gonna move it anymore. I'm gonna keep it like this, right? So then I'm gonna go to elements, and I am gonna go to, I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna get me a square, and then I'm gonna go to color, add a new color. I'm gonna go to gradient, and I'm going to make the gradient that yellow. And then for my second color, I'm gonna make it the yellow again, but I'm gonna turn the transparency down all the way to 0. And then I'm going to rotate it at a negative 90 degrees. Do this, and put this down here. So you get kind of like that gradient effect, right? Bear with me, right? So I'm just going to go ahead to my text, and I'm just going to type in Lebron. I'm going to go to effects, outline, change the outline color to purple, and size it down, right? Lebron. So remember I said I had that photo I didn't want to use yet? Well, we're gonna use it now. So I'm gonna get it, and I'm gonna click on background remover. And so my goal is to have like him sitting. So I'm gonna go to edit first and give him a filter because this photo is kind of blurry. So I think a filter would be best. So I'm gonna use mist. So I grabbed it. I'm gonna position and make sure that it is over his name. I'm gonna size it down, and I want to rest it on the L. I'm gonna cut some off, size it down, and place his butt right there. Now I'm gonna go, let me unzoom this out, right? I'm gonna go to edit, and I think that I might change the font just for the LeBron part. If it's just on, I might. I don't really like the horizon with this. I feel like horizon is just so knockoff fly out. I'm not gonna like. Okay, so let me try heading now. And this heading now is actually a font from the font, which I don't like that one either. So we're gonna stick to Anton. Maybe what it is maybe I just need to take that outline off. Let me give it a shadow. Maybe that'll make me feel better. Direction, offset. Yeah. LeBron. And then I'm gonna just type in James. Well, I was supposed to type in James. James. Alright. Oopsie. Type in James. I am gonna just make his name smaller so that everything fit. I'm gonna zoom this in so that I can see everything better. I'm gonna go to effects, and for the color of the transparency, I'm gonna change it to yellow. Right. You know that's the colors. So I'm select all of this and just move it over. I probably should have just moved him too, but I'm gonna set him back on here. LeBron James. Right. All right. Boom. So we got LeBron James. Now, for me, I always got to be extra and just add random stuff. So what I do is I go to effects and I type in grunge, and it just showed me all these different cool effects. So I'm just gonna add some random ones, change my color, and then just size everything down. Like, then you get that real poster look, like that real like that real wallpaper. Like, I don't know, like that Photoshop type of look. You know? You know? You know, in my head, I'm saying, you know, because I feel like, you know, it's making sense to me. I hope it makes sense to y'all. I'm not going to use this one because I can't change the color to white. Actually, I can't. I'm going to go to edit, dual tone, custom, change both colors to white. I forgot about this method. Like, duh. Size it. Oopsie. Size it up. Position it to the back. To the back, to the back. To the back, to the back. Okay, size it down. And like I said, me, I'm prone to add random stuff to my designs. I don't know, for me it just looks like I don't know, I love it. And like turning the transparency down on stuff, chef kisses. Okay, the best hack that I can ever tell people when you're designing, if you ever feel like, depending on what you're designing though, right, if you ever feel like your designs isn't, like you're missing something, add some random elements, turn the transparency down, or like literally add you a background, a gradient background or a grunge background, and just turn the transparency down. I'm telling you, you guys are gonna thank me later. You guys might be like, what is she talking about? But I'm telling you guys, you're gonna thank me later. Dual tone, and we're gonna change that color to white. Go to position, and we're gonna do the same thing. Position is, position is to the back. Well, to the back of that texture, and turn down the transparency. Like, if it's one thing that I'm going to do, I actually want to keep the words bold since I'm adding like a whole bunch of textures. So the last thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna type in overlay. Between textures and overlay, I just be in it. Like, they really be having me. Size this up, and boom, you got like a poster type design that you can do for anybody, any brand, any person, for your brand if you want to as well, that you can use. That's real cute. It's very classy, very demure, very mindful. I'm not like them other girls. I do too much in my designs, but I love it anyway. But I hope that you guys enjoy this, because I absolutely did. It's something different. I stepped out of my comfort zone and I made something so beautiful. But if you guys want more Canva tips, tricks, and hacks, be sure to follow my Instagram page, because I post on there often about all of my tips and my tricks and my hacks. And until next time, I'm gonna see you guys later.